Hi everyone, Chris here with BioMind Executive. Today I want to talk a little bit about gene mutations. Okay, we hear a lot of people talking about gene mutations such as MTHFR, ApoE4, and all this. And they raise the red flag and kind of ignite the fear within everyone that you have a mutation. But is that even true? No, it's not. So I'm here to clarify some of that today. And real briefly, what I want to explain is that basically what people are referring to as gene mutations are actually gene alleles. They're SNPs within a single nucleotide polymorphism that occur in more than 1% of the population. It's a common allele. It's not a mutation. In order for it to be a mutation, it has to be present in less than 1% of the population. And you will not find out if you have a gene mutation by getting your 23andMe data results. It's not going to happen. You're going to find out if you have an allele that's known to have a correlation with a specific outcome. Now, people are jumping the gamut and saying, oh, well, it's a mutation. It's not a mutation. If that gene SNP that would be considered a risk factor, a risk allele, is within an environment that can alter the sequencing of amino acids in that protein that the DNA reproduces, then you could put yourself into a category of being at risk of some negative outcome. But it's all about the environment. So to give you an example of that, okay, we all have the point of having these types of risk alleles is that they served a purpose one time in our history, right? Like take the APO4 for example. There was a study in Ghana where they looked at fertility and survival rates of people in a remote village based upon their exposure to pathogens, mostly open source water, and then they compared it with those that had a closed source water source. And what they found was the men had an extreme higher rate of survival when they carried this APO4 variant, as well as the women bore more children than those without the APO4 variant. It was quite significant with the women. When they carried one APO4 variant, they carried one more child. If they carried both alleles, then they carried 3.5 children. Now fast forward to like our environment that we live in today, is that most of us are fortunate not to be exposed to those pathogenic water sources, so we're able to move past that risk factor of dying at a young age of those pathogenic resistance that we may get from gene variants. Now today, because our life can be extended, we then run into other challenges such as cognition and cardiovascular issues that could occur that are known for occurring with these gene variants. So now we have another thing that we have to address, but it's really just shifting our mindset and our mentality of what we do, the environment we put ourselves in order to optimally express and support those gene variants. But again, just to clarify, they're not mutations, unless if you have specific deep diving into these gene variants to find out that you have a specific mutation, and that's a different story. But if someone's just telling you you have a mutation based on polymorphism, I think you should look deeper or beyond where you're getting that information from in somebody else. Alright, I hope that was helpful. Please like and share this post so others get more clarity on mutations and polymorphisms that are common in the general population. Thanks so much. Take care.